Welcome to the Napa Valley Center for Spiritual Living. We are a vibrant, inclusive, and spiritual community that seeks to live intentionally, love unconditionally, and see God in all people and in all faiths. We believe the work we do in prayer and in the community creates a world that works for all cultures, races, orientations, and faiths. For over 60 years, we have practiced thinking globally and acting locally to help awaken humanity to its spiritual magnificence. Annually, hundreds of people actively participate in our services, classes, events, and in our Spanish-speaking ministry. And we are training the next generation of spiritual leadership in our ministerial school. In the last few years, because of apparent divisions politically and socially, and because of threats to basic human rights, we have magnified our application of Science of Mind principles with engagement and compassionate action in the greater Napa Valley community. Our members have participated in women's marches, pride events, and we have hosted speakers on racial issues. We have empowered and mentored diverse leaders in our community and given scholarships to diverse ministerial students. We have donated over 4,000 pounds of food to our local food bank. Our spiritual director, Reverend Jay Lang, has facilitated an interfaith leadership group to hold public prayer vigils and 9/11 commemorations in participation with Jews, Muslims, and Christians. We have fostered the creation of a beloved community in the larger Napa Valley area by honoring community heroes at events and tithing to and partnering with a dozen different nonprofits that share our vision. Together, we've created a Martin Luther King Day of Service where over 1,200 participated in community service annually. The leadership of our parent organization, the Centers for Spiritual Living, headquartered in Golden, Colorado, recognized our community for all of the outstanding, compassionate work we've been doing over the last few years with the 2022 Meritorious Community Award. As we move forward to do this work of the heart, to awaken the world to its spiritual magnificence, will you join us as we continue to ascend to new heights and create a world that works for everyone?
How is everybody doing today? Beautiful day to be here in community. So glad to be here. We have a fun service. Melissa and Z are here. It is so fun to have them here. So really, most of what I'm going to do is sit back and enjoy. And let's start with some music that you have for an opening number. And I understand this is a new song for you guys.
No, this is not a new song, but we have a new song after this. But This song, I believe we have lyrics for this song because I want to teach you. Look, there we are. Okay, so this has a regular singing part that you'll listen to and learn, you'll catch on. But it's got a spoken word part that I want to teach you because it's easier, because spoken word is so sophisticated. So, it's the lower part, and it goes like this. I'll say it first, and then we'll say it together. Holy, good, holy, abundance, holy, all is holy, mine. Bless me, let me now accept thee, all good, so good, all the time. Okay, let's try that together. 1, 2, 3. Holy, good, holy, abundance, holy, all is holy, mine. Bless me, let me now accept thee, all good, so good, all the time. Wow.
Nice.
That was great.
Well
and
done.
So Melissa's going to sing, then we're going to do that part, and then at the end it's both at the same time. So I always like to say the super enlightened of you can do both at the same time. Yeah.
Good luck with that.
You can pick a part. All right. Are we ready now? Ready? Okay.
Here we go. I'm going to sing my part once, and then you'll get it.
Yeah. We hope.
We hope.
Theoretically. You can't make any mistakes. It's all good. Whatever comes out of your mouth is spiritual and beautiful. And we know we have tracks because they worked earlier.
Yeah.
Maybe we need to practice again. Yeah, maybe. Holy sound, holy abundance. Holy Mike is holy mine. bless me, let me now accept the all sound, so sound, all the time. There we go. I didn't get my ministerial degree for nothing.
Goes like this. I open to the good that is mine. I open to the good that is mine. I open. I open. I open, open, open to the good that is mine. That's it. I open to the good that is mine. I open to the good that is mine. I open. I open. I open, open, open to the good that is
Here we go.
mine.
Holy, good, holy, abundance, holy, all is holy mine. Bless me, let me now accept me, all good, so good, all the time. Holy, good, holy, abundance, holy, all is holy mine. Bless me, let me now accept me, all good, so good, all the time.
I open to the good that is mine. I open to the good that is mine. I open. I open. I open, open, open to the good. All skate. I
Holy,
open.
good, holy, abundance, holy, all is holy mine. Bless me, let me now accept me, all good, so good, all the time. Holy, good, holy, abundance, holy, all is holy mine. Bless me, let me now accept me, all good, so good, all the time. Holy, good, holy, abundance, holy, all is holy mine. Bless me, let me now accept me, all good, so good, all the time.
How can you not smile with that? Thank you guys so much. What a treat to have you guys here. It's so lovely to have you here. Yeah. We love you too.
We actually come here more than we go pretty much anywhere.
Oh, is that right? We're glad to have you.
We normally do every 2 years. We've been here like more than once a year.
Usually once a year at least, so you're welcome anytime. We'll take it personally. We like to begin our service with our vision and mission statement. So if you'll look on the screen or your little screen at home, wherever you might be, and repeat with me. We have an inclusive community for spiritual growth and compassionate action. And our mission statement, we are co-creating a world that works for everyone by living intentionally, loving unconditionally, and seeing God in all people and all faiths. A glorious affirmation for this morning, and always so good to be with you today. It's funny, the climate today, because we were expecting 82 degrees. I don't think it's going to make it that, because we have the backstream of the hurricane coming around. There's even some moisture in the air. And it's funny about, or ironic or synchronistic, that you're giving a talk about abundance today, about money's biggest secret, I think it is what your title is. And what I always say, like when couples I marry a couple, officiate a couple for a wedding, and it rains, they're always really disappointed, but it's a good sign. It's a sign of abundance and long-lasting marriage. And so what a fitting that you were talking about abundance today when there's moisture in the air. So sometimes it comes in a drought, and sometimes it comes in a flood. And it's all God, right? Good. A few announcements to let you know what's going on here at the center before I just turn it all over to Melissa and Z. First of all, this coming Saturday is a concert, another one of these evening unbottled concerts we have on Friday night, or on Saturday night. Saturday night the 26th at 6 p.m. Gary Lynn Floyd, if you don't remember hearing him when he's here, he's just extraordinary recording artist, beautiful music. And it'll be just a nice evening to gather as a community. Bring a picnic, bring a beverage. bring friends and family, and let's enjoy the time we have together. This will be the last of the Unbottled concert series, but we're going to bring them back in 24, if I can figure out what year it is now and what next year is. So, yeah. And then there's a lot of things starting in September. Sort of like, school's back here in Napa now. Well, school's back in session here at the center too. So we have a fundraiser on the 3rd for Sean Boyd. He's our sound tech back there. And he's going to Uganda, and I'll say more about that in a minute. We have a volunteer Sunday pizza participation the next Sunday. And then we have a new book study starting, an extension of the book study from See No Stranger. A new class, a new workshop, as well as our annual donor appreciation event at the end of the month. So let me unwrap these a little bit. So I've got a class called This Life is Joy. It starts on September 12th. It's based on a book by Dr. Reverend Roger Teal, who was a senior minister at Mile High Church, where I used to be on staff there. And it talks about these 7 principles that create a life of beauty and power. And sometimes you think there's a choice between the two, but you can have it all. And it's based on these 7 principles. We'll walk through each of these principles, experiential exercises, discussion, and dialogue about these. I think it'll be a great class. For those who are challenged with mobility or you're a distance away, you're welcome to take it on Zoom. We'll have that as a hybrid option. So, and it's on a sliding scale fee. You can find the registration link online on our website. And then also coming up on the 23rd is a new workshop, Body Mindfulness. It's a path of healing. 2 of our new practitioners, Dana Adams and Don Pickney, are putting together one, and it'll be a beautiful day. And if it's nice weather, they'll be outside. And being able to do, and I think more and more we're having a lot of discussion about the importance of our body and being in our body, and it's the pathway of healing rather than ignoring it and thinking things will get better by itself. But I'm really happy about this. We had a workshop a few weeks ago with that same mind, but this one's different. This one's going to lead you through different ways, so we're excited about that. $25 pre-registration, $35 at the door. So we're excited about that. And then also, this is the notes about Sean Boyd's trip. So he has been to Uganda several times and wants to go back to visit his sponsored son. He calls him his own son, who's continued to not only thrive, but become a professor and a teacher of other people. So he's thrived in doing that and wants to go back and reconnect with his school as well as some other CSL projects. So on the 3rd, we're going to have a special African food after the service, and he's going to get a chance to have a slideshow and talk more about his program. So we're so excited. Sean, do you have something? Oh, there's also going to be a Zoom call from Uganda during that time. How exciting. That's exciting. It's awesome. And then we are starting a new book study group on Monday evenings. Laura Keller led us through See No Stranger, and now it's an older book, but I think just now, it's like one of those visionary books that's just now coming true. That's just now people are aware of the pathway of the body, once again, that the pleasure and sacredness of our body do go together, and if we're in our body, then we can't let other people oppress us or suppress us or gaslight us in not telling the truth of who we are. So we're excited about that, and it'll be, we don't know how long it's going to be, probably an 8 to 10 week study session that you can read a chapter and then come and discuss it. And we're excited Laura's willing to do that on Monday nights. And then to remind you that we are here for you in prayer, that we take great honor and pleasure to pray for you. Either after the service, we'll have practitioners here to pray in the sanctuary, and we will also have practitioners available during the week if you do prayer requests online anytime during the week. Or here, there's handwritten ones you can do. We put them in the prayer box, and we'll definitely pray for them over the week. So always happy to be here for you. And now we'll begin the sacred part of our service.
for our meditation song this morning. This is the world debut of this song. I wrote the melody and my brother did the arrangement, so it's the first song that's by Z. Egloff and George Egloff, and it's called I Am Safe.
I am safe. I am loved. I am safe, and I am loved. I am safe. I am loved. I am safe, and I am loved. I am safe. I am loved. I am safe, and I am loved. I am safe. I am loved. I am safe, and I am loved. I am safe. I am loved. I am safe, and I am loved. I am safe. I am loved. I am safe, and I am loved.
There is only one source, one power, one energy in and through all of creation. This is the truth of me. This is the truth of each and every one of us gathered here today in person and online. This is the truth of everyone on the planet and beyond. This is the truth of all time, everywhere. And I claim and affirm for all of us this morning this knowing of the truth that we are safe and we are loved. I accept for us an opening of our hearts, an opening of our minds as we let this truth in just a little bit more today, and then a little bit more the next day, and a little bit more the next day. And as we let in this truth, this knowing that we are safe and we are loved, our lives bloom. And our love becomes infectious, allowing those around us to also feel that love and that safety. And I am grateful for this. I am grateful for Spirit for making it so beyond what we can even imagine in this moment. So I just release this, knowing it is so. And if you are in alignment with this prayer, please say with me, and so it is. Amen.
I am safe. I am loved. I am safe, and I am loved. I am safe. I am loved. I am safe, and I I didn't write it, so I can say, isn't that just so pretty?
Thank you. When we first heard my brother's arrangement, we're like, wait, that's not the right song. It's like, oh, no, that's what you did. Okay, cool. All right, so we're talking about money today. We know that y'all this month are talking about purpose, but we're going to insert money into the purpose equation. And we're going to start with a song that's about money and purpose. And we've got a job for y'all because it takes a village to do a Melissa and Z song. So your job in this song, and actually another song later on, is one word, just the one, yes. And you're going to say yes when I point at you like this. Yes. When do you say yes? Like, yes. Okay, that's it.
So good.
Y'all are great. There's also an echo with Melissa singing, but that'll be super easy. So are you ready? Yes. All right, let's do it. When I say money, where do you go? Do you shrivel up inside or do you open to the flow? Money wants to love you. You just gotta claim it. Can you let it be your friend? Tell me, can you take it? Can you open to the power of what is yours to do? What is yours to give? Tell me, can you? I didn't hear you answer yet, so let me take a guess and when it comes to money, your soul says yes to letting vision lead you through the woods where it will teach you things you never knew before. Your soul says yes. Money joins a vision, it becomes a holy mission. When you give and serve and give, your soul says yes. Yes for letting money do all it can. Cause when you let your dough support the flow, your soul says yes.
Say yes. 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 Yes to being used for all the good that your money can do. Cause even with money you can be your best when your soul says yes. Yes.
The more you give, the more you'll see what money does, what it can be. Lives changed, rearranged, especially yours, more and more. Living in the wealth of trust that money's here for all of us. You're rigorously blessed when your soul says
Yes.
yes for letting money lead you through the woods where it will teach you things you never knew before. Your soul says yes. Money joins a vision, it becomes a holy mission. When you give and serve and give, your soul says yes. Yes for letting money do all it can. Cause when you let your dough support the flow, your soul says yes.
Say yes. Yes. Say yes. Yes. Yes to being used for all the good that your money can do. Cause even with money you can be your best when your soul says yes. Say yes. Got to line it up. What you know is right with what you do, and it will all come back to you.
Yes to letting money lead you through the woods where it will teach you things you never knew before. Your soul says
Yes.
God's money joins a vision, it becomes a holy mission. When you give and serve and give, your soul says
Yes.
yes to letting money do all it can. Cause when you let your dough support the flow, your soul says yes.
Yes. Say yes. Yes. Yes to being used for all the good that your money can do. Cause even with money you can do your best when your soul says yes. Say yes. Yes.
Awesome. Did you do a good job helping with the song? Yes. Excellent. Thank you. Okay. Money has a secret. And today we're going to talk about what we see as money's biggest secret. When I was growing up, my view about money was pretty much what the world's was, right? So I saw money as a kind of necessary evil, right? This thing that could be corrupting for people. And we needed it, but some people got too attached. You know, it was slightly problematic, money. That was my view. Then I discovered metaphysics. And I discovered the idea and the awareness that consciousness is creative. And so then my awareness about money shifted, and it was like, okay, if I see money as evil, it will become evil in my life. And if I see money as good, it becomes good, right? And that's true, and there's another component. So a bunch of years ago now, Melissa and I discovered a book called Money Magic by Michelle Masters. Now, all of the references and the tips and things we're going to give you today are on a little card for you. You'll get at the end of the service, so you don't have to take notes. I mean, you can, but you don't have to. So, Money Magic by Michelle Masters. So, Michelle Masters is an NLP practitioner. For those of you who know neuro-linguistic programming, it's about making changes in the brain that affect our behavior. She's also a family constellation practitioner. Family constellation work is really cool. It's about working with the energy systems of families to make changes in the family. So Michelle is using both of these systems, NLP and family constellation work, to help people in a lot of areas, including money. So after years of doing this work with people around money, she discovered something really interesting that for us was a life-changing awareness, which is that the energy of money is not neutral. It is not neutral energy, like I'd always thought. The energy of money is actually infinitely supportive, nurturing, and available. It's an energy of blessings. So working with this idea, that for us is money's biggest secret. It's not neutral. It's actually supportive, nurturing, available. It's an energy of blessings. And letting this in has the capacity to really change your experience with money, and it did for us. So that's what we want to share today.
Yeah. So 15 years ago, we were in ministerial school together, and nothing was a fit. So we kept taking all these classes, and every time we took a class, we'd say, we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. We don't want to do that either. And after a while, we were like, what the heck are we going to be doing? Because we don't want to do any of the stuff that we're studying. We were being created to be ministers, I have to say. But anyway, one time early on in this phase, in this time, I sat with our dean. At the time was Reverend Dr. Kim Kaiser. And he is not like this. But this day, I said to him, he said, what do you picture yourselves doing? And I said, well, I think we're just going to stick around here at the center where we had been going and be staff ministers. Yeah, I mean, it's over there. It's unpaid. But we'll just kind of contribute and do our thing, kind of what we're doing now. And like, you know. And he said, oh, that is not what I see you doing at all. Now, you have to know, this man did not talk like that to people. He was not a directive guy like this at all. He is very like, I can't explain it, but you would know if you knew him. Buddhist. He's a Buddhist monk. Buddhist, yeah. Right? Yeah. He does not do that stuff. So then he said, what I see, I said, oh, okay. And he said, I see you. And then he closed his eyes and he channeled. He later told me he has no memory of this. And he said, I see you like creating online or television ministry that goes out to the world, and then that you travel and you go and do live things with these people who know you from the online things or the television things that you've been doing. He did this whole thing. I got so excited. I was like, that sounds like so much fun. I ran home and I told Z, baby, Reverend Dr. Kim did this weird thing, and he told us what our ministry's going to be. And Z said...
I said no.
Actually, Z said, I will never do that.
Okay, apparently that's what I said. I don't remember, but I probably did because I'm not going to agree to something if I can't have started it yesterday, right? If I don't know the action steps and how it's going to happen and how it's going to unfold. And at that point, I had no idea how we were going to do that. So I said no. Fast forward a few years, and we're about to graduate from ministerial school, and Melissa is away doing a retreat, and I'm in the house by myself in my own energy. And I get a whole series of downloads. And check it out. What the download said was this, like, you're going to do this ministry, and it was really cool. Let me tell you about it. We're going to do, like, online stuff. And then we're also going to travel in the world, and it's going to be all connected. And I was like, wow, what an idea. That's really cool. And so Melissa comes home, and I said, baby, I got all these downloads about what we're going to do with our ministry. And she said,
So we started doing that. We started doing our online and traveling ministry 9 years ago.
Yeah, we're this many now. We're 9.
Now, at that point, I have to say, we really escalated all of our spiritual work around prosperity because we had no idea how in the world this was going to become a sustainable business ministry thing. We were freaked out, honestly. We were a little freaked out. So we started escalating, and we did 6 practices that we want to share with you today. So we have cards. These are on the cards, too. So step 1. Meditation, the cornerstone of all spiritual work, right? So meditation in this case, specifically focusing on being receptive to source as the cause of money, as the creator, as the substance of money, and opening to that. So 1, meditation.
Number 2, prayer. So one of a unique contribution that Centers for Spiritual Living makes to the world of metaphysics is our 5-step prayer treatment. If you don't already know how to do it, I highly recommend taking classes to learn. Our 5-step prayer treatment is such an amazing, powerful tool to open up to good in all ways. So both of us, we do it daily. And so we made sure that in there was this opening to greater abundance, including for Oh My God Life, our ministry.
Right. So 3, a gratitude practice. When Z and I met, we each already had one, and then it evolved. So now we have our own Oh My God Life practice. It's actually the Oh My God practice. We did a workshop here years ago about that, and we now have a book about it. But it's a whole 3-step, 3-process gratitude practice that's unique to us. But practice, gratitude as a way of opening to the good.
Yes. Number 4, study. So we have some favorite books about prosperity also on the card. And we regularly just are always reading something because it's great to have different ideas, right? Different perspectives about ways to open to abundance, and also just kind of unlearning stuff because a lot of us, I still have gunk in there about old ideas about money and prosperity. I think money can be one of the trickiest things for us spiritual types. There's still that old residue of like it's somehow dusty, right? So study, number 4, books, reading.
And 5, tithing. Yeah, I'm sure you've heard about tithing if you don't do it. Tithing, and we talk in Centers for Spiritual Living often about tithing, time, talent, and treasure. So Z and I are tithing all of our time and all of our talent to Oh My God Life, creating that online content that Z said no to. I have to remind them. And that we tithe our treasure to where we are spiritually fed.
Right. And then number 6, affirmations. So the key about affirmations is believing them. That's why sometimes people say, I tried affirmations and they didn't work. The key is to have an affirmation that you can actually grok, that you can actually believe, right? I was given a master money affirmation years ago that I still use all the time. A lot of money is flowing to me now. I deserve it, and I use it for my good and the good of others. Love it. Also on the card, along with a few other ones. Now, a great trick with affirmations, if something feels like, I don't believe that, you back it up and say, I am willing to believe that. a lot of money is flowing to me now, right? So that's also a great thing to do with if an affirmation is not quite yet feels available. Yeah.
Right. So all 6 things, meditation, prayer, gratitude, study, tithing, and affirmations. And we gradually watched Oh My God Life, our ministry, grow into a sustainable business. It felt like magic. And then we started traveling more because of the online things we were doing, just like Kim. And we started, so during this time, we were traveling so much, and I, unconnectedly as far as I thought, I started watching YouTube videos about van conversions. I just became obsessed.
She did. It's true.
They're so cool, all these different things people do with like old school buses and things. Yeah, it was really cool. So much so that Z actually...
So sometimes I would hear this particular kind of silence coming from Melissa's office, and I said, baby, did you go down the van porn YouTube rabbit hole again? And she would say,
yes.
Yes.
Yes, I did.
Yes.
And during that time, hours, we're talking hundreds of hours of watching these videos, craziness. Yeah. Anyway, I found the perfect vehicle for us. This was my fantasy vehicle that I thought the layout, the size, just beauty. I loved this vehicle so much so that I took my computer into Z's office and showed Z the video of this one.
Yeah, and my first thought was, we can't afford that. But I'm not going to say that out loud, right? Because a lot of money is flowing to me now. I deserve it, and I use it for my good and the good of others, right? And I knew I'm not going to commit that to speech, right? It's like, no, I'm not going to say that. But there we go. We just left it aside. Meanwhile, we're still doing our thing. We're still traveling. But it's starting to not work very well because we
were staying in people's houses.
Yes, we were staying in people's houses as we were going and doing our traveling. And the final straw was we came home from one particular tour and we both got sick, like really sick. Like we don't tend to get very sick at all. We were both like in bed sick for 2 weeks. And I'm speaking to Spirit now saying like, what were you thinking? Putting 2 highly sensitive introverts on the road. I know supposedly you're like all-knowing, omnipotent, whatever, but I think you got this one wrong because this like isn't working. Now, I joke about this now, but actually what was happening is we were kind of freaked out because we've been given this pretty specific vision and we were fulfilling it, but it wasn't working for us, right? Like what? What are we supposed to do? Yeah.
So my first day out of bed, I'm driving and leaving a Voxer message. It's an app, but I was leaving a long message for a friend. And I found myself, as I got closer to home, I went into sort of this venting rant. I was ranting about, and I was saying, because this is a minister I'm talking to, I was saying, we need prayer. This is not working. And Spirit told us what to do. Spirit gave us this vision, told us what to do twice. And now we're doing it, and this is not sustainable. I am not going to do this anymore. Spirit has to show up with something different than this.
Yeah, I think we should add ranting as like number 7 on the list. It's not on the card, but that's number 7. So meanwhile, while Melissa is doing step number 7 on the road, I'm at home after 2 weeks feeling better for the first time, right? And I have enough energy to actually sit up in bed, open my laptop, and I was inspired to just look about travel trailers that our vehicle could tow, right? Because we couldn't tow anything particularly heavy, but I wanted to see, is there anything out there that we can tow? And I actually found a trailer that we could tow. And when Melissa got home, I showed that to her.
Yep. And I loved it. It was beautiful. And then I saw the price tag and realized my mother had passed away a couple years prior, and it was the exact amount of money of that. And she loved our ministry. And I said, my mom wants to buy us that trailer.
Yeah. So that was pretty cool. And then we're telling our friends, telling people about our plan. And we got some feedback, which we didn't want to listen to, but we did, which was, towing is kind of a thing. And you're not just camping. You're using this to tour. You're going into cities with a big, long trailer? Like, really? And we said, yeah, no, maybe not. So I did a little more research, and I found out, really what was going to be best for us was an all-in-one, right? An all-in-one vehicle, like a van, small RV, something like that. But the price tag of those was not workable. Again, not saying that out loud, but we were kind of back to being stuck again, and also back to being frustrated and scared. Yeah.
Yep. And then, totally out of the blue, we get this phone call from a big donor. Now definitely our biggest donor ever. We get this phone call that this big donor wants to give us
a six-figure donation to Oh My God Life. Now, when I first hear this, because of the context, like I couldn't even compute, like, wait, how many is six figures again? Because it was just right, like in this context of, I couldn't even grok it at first. That's how shocking it was. But then I'll tell you how much six figures was. It was enough for us to start researching all-in-one vans, right? So I start doing the research, and we have two circles here we need to fulfill. One is something that's not too big. We didn't want one of those big old Class A things, because the whole point of not getting a trailer was we needed something that would be workable for us to drive around, right? But the other thing we needed was lots of external storage for all of our gear and our product, right? And those two don't really come together, except in one vehicle. I found one vehicle that was small enough for us to maneuver, but also had tons of external storage.
That vehicle happened to be the exact same vehicle that I had fantasized about. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
It is the one with the layout, because even the other layouts didn't have the same space.
It had 7 different layouts, and the one you found was the one we have, which they don't make anymore, the layout that we got. And it was exactly the amount of the donation that we got. Yeah.
Like magic. It
Like
feels
magic.
like that magic. We got our van in March of 2021, and we named her PJ Freedom, as some of you know. PJ stands for peace and joy. And peace and joy and freedom are exactly what PJ brings into our life. She's out front. You'll see her when you
she's
leave.
right over there.
So PJ actually allows us, two introverts, to do this ministry.
Yeah.
It allows us to continue the vision.
Yes, and our experience of it is because we were able to receive in a bigger way, we're now able to give in a bigger way, right? Which is so much about that, the circulation part, right? And so I'm not saying that if you do the 6 things and the 7th on the card that you're going to have someone out of the blue call and give you a donation for a van. I don't know your life, but I do know that this stuff works. And I know that if you're not doing any of those 6 things, pick one. Start with one. If you're doing a few of them, add another one. If you're doing all 6 of them and you would like an increased experience of abundance and prosperity and money in your life, you can add that to those practices. And it works, right? This stuff works. It really does. Because the pure energy of money is supportive and nurturing and available. A lot of money is flowing to us now. We deserve it. And we can use it for our good and the good of others.
If you are comfortable, please close your eyes and take a deep breath. Deep breath in and then releasing that breath. As you continue to breathe deep, full breaths, become aware of how you are being given exactly what you need with every inhale and exhale. Just before your inhale, what you need most is oxygen, and it is given. And as you are filled up with breath, what you need most is to release carbon dioxide, and it is done. Releasing carbon dioxide that the plants take and turn into oxygen. You are receiving the blessings and gifting them back to the universe. As you are breathing, your heart is also pumping. With each beat of your heart, your organs and muscles are being given this oxygen that they need. Every beat of your heart, every inhale, every exhale is the universe supporting you with blessings and you giving blessings back to the universe. You are always being supported by life itself. In your breath, in the beating of your heart, life is always blessing and supporting you. Now allow this awareness of life supporting you to include money. Money is simply one of the many ways life loves you. Breathe this in. A lot of money is flowing to you now. Just like oxygen, it is always flowing to you. Money is supportive, nurturing, and available, always. You deserve it. If there is any part of you that questions your deservingness, invite your higher self to release it into the nothingness from which it came. For any idea that you are not worthy is a complete illusion. You are made of the divine. You are star stuff. You are a miracle. So of course you are worthy and deserving of all good, including money. And you can use this money for your good and the good of others. Just like your exhale, which nourishes life, so your circulation and generosity bless and uplift others. You are the energy of blessings. Receiving blessings, giving blessings, receiving blessings, and giving blessings. Repeat after me. A lot of money is flowing to me now.
A lot of money is flowing to me now.
I deserve it.
I deserve it.
And I use it for my good.
And I use it for my good.
And the good of others.
And the good of others. Let us pray. I invite you to take another deep breath in. Exhale with a sigh. And another breath of oxygen. And exhale with a sigh.
I am filled to overflowing with gratitude for always having more than I need. Peace overtakes me in all I do. I allow myself to fully succeed. I know I deserve to be happy and free. I love myself more every day. This feeling I have for the gifts I am given is key to me. For I am filled to overflowing with gratitude for always having more than I need. More than I need.
There is only one source, one energy in and through all creation. Call it love, call it peace, call it expansion, call it joy, call it harmony, call it wisdom, call it abundance, call it money. This source and substance of all is right here in this room as each and every one of us, at home, for the people listening, and throughout all of creation. And so I accept now for us an expansion, an opening to the gifts of abundance. Spirit wants to bless us. Spirit wants to give us all that we need so that we can be ourselves as expressions of the Creator, as expressions of love on the planet, sharing our gifts, sharing our abundance, sharing our love. And And I am grateful for this moment right here, right now of expansion for each and every one of us. Expansion into love, into abundance, into money. Expansion into who and what we are as Spirit created us to be. And I am grateful for this prayer. I am grateful for knowing that this expansion is real and alive and happening in ways beyond what I could even imagine, because Spirit is amazing. And so I just release this now, knowing it is done. And so we say, and so it is. Amen.
I know I deserve to be happy and free. I love my life more every day. This feeling I have for the gifts I am given is key to me. For I am filled to overflowing with gratitude for always having more than I need, more than I need.
Amen.
I was just a child when Spirit came to me. Said, girl, you have things you are meant to do, so lean on me. There have been times when I thought I wouldn't make it through. That's when Spirit would turn my head the other way and have me sing to you that if I believe, I can. I know that if I can see it, God has a plan. And I will get to the end of my life and be proud of the race I ran. 'Cause if I believe, I can. Following my dreams, I often felt alone. But each time I was wandering, thinking I was lost, I would be shown. And now I stand here in Napa. I know I am right where I'm supposed to be. And I will hold to the truth God has given me. Now that I see that if I believe, I can. I know that if I can see it, God has a plan. and I will get to the end of my life and be proud of the race I ran. 'Cause if I believe, I can.
There was a time when I couldn't go on and I tripped and fell. Oh, I was down, full of pain, misunderstanding, closing in, nowhere to go. But where I landed, wait, that's when I heard a voice in me. It filled me up. It said, believe in yourself, what you're here to do. You got no more excuses. When you follow what's true for you, I was raised up. I was made new. Now I'm standing here right in front of you to speak, to give you the word that was given to me. 'Cause nothing can stop you if you believe.
Others may say that I am wrong. What can they know when I know that if I
There was a time when I couldn't go on and I tripped and fell. Oh, I was down, full of pain, misunderstanding, closing in, nowhere to go. But where I landed, wait, that's when I heard a voice in me. It filled me up. It said, believe in yourself. What you're here to do, you got no more excuses. When you follow what's true for you, I was raised up. I was made new. Now I'm standing here right in front of you to speak, to give you the word that was given to me. 'Cause nothing can stop you. When you believe, I was raised up. I was made new. Now I'm standing here right in front of you to speak, to give you the word that was given to me. 'Cause nothing can stop you. If you believe, to give you the word that was given to me. 'Cause nothing can stop you.
I can.
You
yes, I can.
believe. Thank you. Thank you.
I want to ask Georgia, are you on that? Did you sing on that? Georgia
that
Davis
right?
is one of the backup singers.
buddy.
I just had
great.
to
That's
give
great.
a shout out.
Oh, boy. Now you can see why I invited them to be part of our theme this month, Igniting Passion and Purpose. Well done. Let's give them another round of applause. Now is the time in our service we invite you to be part of our of the circulation. Oh, I have to get my words back. I'm just like, how do you guys do this? You just move from song to music to words. Okay.
Well, you know, sometimes there's like
Right. To participate in the law of circulation. And you can get this sense of abundance here and about how we open up our hearts and open up our consciousness to a greater being, and it always comes back to us. So I'd like to invite the ushers to come forth. And we appreciate all the different ways we have to give here. You can donate online, through texting, checks, or contributions made through your bill pay, or ever how we appreciate all the contributions you have. And this morning, whatever way that is, whether you've done it previously or in the future or right now, we just put our hand over our hearts to represent that gift of time, talent, and treasures, and repeat with me. Divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I circulate, and so it is.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
Today. So we'd like to acknowledge anybody who might be here for the first time. I just want to acknowledge anybody, if you remember the first time you were here, it's not easy coming into our community because we are different. It's a little different here. We're a little different kind of people. They might expect something different. So we just acknowledge that if this happens to be your first time online or in person, we honor the path that you're on, whatever path that is. So if you're willing to raise your hand and let us know you're here for the first time. No, you've been here many times.
I was just blessing them. But I got them.
So we so honor that. And this is a great time during the fall. We got a lot of things going on to bring friends, to invite friends, family members to our community. And we so enjoy having and being a part of this community, all of you and all of you online. So we raise our hand in gratitude of those here and those online, and we repeat, we say, we bless you today, knowing that the peace and happiness you seek is also seeking you. We honor your inner radiance as you let your light shine in the world. We are grateful for your presence in our community, and so it is. So a couple things I want to remind you before the closing of the service. And you're supposed to do, what are you supposed to do
We're
if I
supposed
forget?
to tell them about, this is where you see you didn't forget.
Yeah.
And I didn't have to do that, but I did anyway. Go ahead.
So as you, we have this online and traveling ministry. Maybe you've heard of it, called Oh My God Life. And so we have what we call our Oh My God Life mini mall out there. And that helps, one of the things that helps sustain and support us out on the road. And we have all kinds of fun things out there. We have T-shirts on sale and fridge magnets and books and online classes and all kinds of fun stuff. But the most important thing.
Yes, so it is free to be a member of our mailing list. So we will have two iPads out there to sign up on our mailing list if you would like to. Now, here's what we like to say. If you didn't enjoy us today, if you don't like us, don't tell us.
We have been told, but, that's a whole nother story.
We don't need to hear it. We know we're not for everybody. But if you enjoyed us and you'd like to receive more of us and connect with us more, we each have a blog, and then each month we do 2 new videos a month. And they're free, and they get sent to you. But the best part is that on your birthday, every year, at the end of the year, we write a new birthday song for the next year. We make a video of this said birthday song, and we send it to you on the morning of your birthday. So when you wake up the morning of your birthday, actually goes at 12:02 a.m.
Midnight, yep. So the night owls get it immediately.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you get this message from us on your birthday, wishing you happy birthday.
And those of you who are online, you can just go to our ohmygodlife.com. The link's in there, and just sign up on the homepage. Yep. Yeah.
Great.
That's
Awesome.
our announcement.
Awesome.
That was it.
Yeah, that was it. That's all we have to say.
All right.
Up top.
And then I had a brief announcement. If you have enjoyed the Science of Mind magazine in the past, it's a great, not only does it have great articles, it has daily readings that you can do, daily affirmations. But they've recently made a switch to lower their carbon footprint. They're including 2 issues in one. So you can see it has a front cover on this side and a front cover on this side.
Wow.
So that because of this, it's become a more valuable magazine. So if you are interested, we have the new ones available, and we always say for a donation, but we're going to have to up that suggested donation to $10 now instead of just $5. Because it's a double issue, there's only 6 issues a year. But it's got some great articles, and like I said, so this one is for, I have to think, so it's for September and October. So it's available today. So prepared for September. It's great. So, and then if our practitioners could come forward. Please know that they are here for prayer for you after the service. And what we ask is all the conversation that you're so excited to have, talking to Melissa and Z, looking at their mini mall, all that, take that outside, please. And so this can be continued to be a sacred place for people who are seeking prayer, just a moment of silence, a moment of contemplation. That you can share what's on your heart, and they'll be glad to know the truth for you. And I love our 5-step treatment has power that is, and I appreciate you bringing that up. And I also know that my 5-step treatment is usually 6 steps, and it starts with ranting as the first step.
Excellent. Oh, so you totally,
so
you're
I know
advanced.
that well.
You're an advanced practitioner.
Yes, I
am
advanced.
Clearly, yes.
So, and our classes that are available go through the 5-step treatment. This Life is Joy. We'll do the treatment. So, a great place to learn how to do it or to continue to practice it more. So, with that, let's stand for our community affirmation. Repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening through me right now.
Something wonderful is happening through me right now.
I am led by Spirit.
I am led by Spirit.
I am guided by wisdom.
I am guided by wisdom.
I am protected by love.
I am protected by love.
I am here to be a blessing.
I am here to be a blessing.
I am so grateful.
I am so grateful.
And so it is.
And so it is.
And now for our closing song is one of Melissa and Z's songs.
Yes.
It is. And once again, this time I get to direct you, and you're going to say that one word. Oh.
Well, that's okay.
That was okay.
Yeah.
That was good, Sean. Thank you.
It's the word we practiced already. So we
was
started
that
with
again?
yes.
Okay, y'all. Here we
and
go.
We're ending with yes. There we go.
Yes, 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 yes. Gotta watch me. I say
Yes.
to the greatest good you have for me.
Yes.
To this good, now let it bless me. All of the good that you wanna bring, I allow it, and I say,
Yes.
I say yes, 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 yes. I say yes. I say yes, 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 yes. I say yes, 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 yes. I say to the greatest joy you have for me. Here we go. To that joy, and I let it bless me. All of the joy that you wanna bring, I allow it, and what do I? Yeah, I say yes, 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 yes. I say yes. I say yes, 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 yes. I say yes.
After me. So much good.
So much good.
Right on time.
Right on time.
I can take it.
I can take it,
'Cause it's mine.
'cause it's mine.
Spirit's gonna give it.
Spirit's gonna give it,
And I'm gonna get it.
and I'm gonna get it.
'Cause I align with the divine.
With the divine.
Yes, I align
I align
with the divine.
the divine. All of the good that you wanna bring, I allow it, and I say yes, 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 yes. I say yes, 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 yes. I say yes. I say yes, 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 yes. I say yes. Yes, 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 yes. I say yes. I say yes, 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 yes. I say yes. One more. Yes, 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 yes. I say yes. Woo!
It's out
Many
there.
blessings to everybody,
High
and
fives.
have a great Sunday. Make sure you get a flyer on your way out and visit the mini mall.
Welcome to the Napa Valley Center for Spiritual Living. We are a vibrant, inclusive, and spiritual community that seeks to live intentionally, love unconditionally, and see God in all people and in all faiths. We believe the work we do in prayer and in the community creates a world that works for all cultures, races, orientations, and faiths. For over 60 years, we have practiced thinking globally and acting locally to help awaken humanity to its spiritual magnificence. Annually, hundreds of people actively participate in our services, classes, events, and in our Spanish-speaking ministry. And we are training the next generation of spiritual leadership in our ministerial school. In the last few years, because of apparent divisions politically and socially, and because of threats to basic human rights, we have magnified our application of science of mind principles with engagement and compassion in action in the greater Napa Valley community. Our members have participated in women's marches, pride events, and we have hosted speakers on racial issues. We have empowered and mentored diverse leaders in our community and given scholarships to diverse ministerial students. We have donated over 4,000 pounds of food to our local food bank. Our spiritual director, Reverend Jay Lang, has facilitated an interfaith leadership group to hold public prayer vigils and 9/11 commemorations in participation with Jews, Muslims, and Christians. We have fostered the creation of a beloved community in the larger Napa Valley area by honoring community heroes at events and tithing to and partnering with a dozen different nonprofits that share our vision. Together, we've created a Martin Luther King Day of Service where over 1,200 participated in community service annually. The leadership of our parent organization, the Centers for Spiritual Living, headquartered in Golden, Colorado, recognized our community for all of the outstanding, compassionate work we've been doing over the last few years with the 2022 Meritorious Community Award. As we move forward to do this work of the heart, to awaken the world to its spiritual magnificence, will you join us as we continue to ascend to new heights and create a world that works for everyone?